Darjil Learning Hub welcomes you all. In today's episode, we are going to study about the de Broglie's theory of matter waves. Under this, we can study about the nature's nature, wave-particle duality, and the expression for the matter wave, and finally the consequences of this. In the first episode, we have studied about the introductory idea about physics. What is physics? Physics is the study of nature. When we think of nature, nature exists in two forms. One is matter form, another one is radiation form. If you see this figure, matter, we have a different nature of matter. That is, matter will be either in the solid form or liquid form or in the gaseous form. All these things will be considered as particles. So the matter consists of particles. If you think of the radiation, radiation is in the form of, or we can call that radiation as energy, and that energy propagates from one place to another in the form of a wave. And these are the things that we have studied in the first episode. Now here, if you analyze the two concepts from the figure, you can understand here. Matter exhibit particle aspects. That means it has momentum, it has mass, it has energy, it has certain volume, and it has density. All these can be considered as the particle aspects. If you think of the radiation, radiation is also considered to be existing in the particle form. That is, from the Compton scattering or from the pair production, we have studied or we have understood that the radiation exists in the form of a particle. And also we know that the radiation is propagating from one place to another in the form of a wave. Therefore, the radiation has dual aspect. One is particle aspect, another one is the wave aspect. That means if it is in the form of a wave, it has wavelength, wave amplitude, frequency. All these are called the wave aspects. Therefore, nature exhibiting itself in two aspects, matter aspect as well as the radiation aspect. But on the other hand, radiation is existing in the form of a particle, or it can be considered to be a wave aspect also. But if you think of the matter, matter is considered to be only in the form of a particle. Therefore, de Broglie came to propose a new idea why the matter is also existing in the form of a wave. He considered or he imagined that matter is also existing in the form of a wave, and therefore when the matter is propagating from one place to another, moving from one place to another, it should be considered to be a wave. It's a new innovative idea that de Broglie had proposed. So under his theory, he pointed out these aspects. That is, when a particle is set into motion, it is associated with a wave which advances with the particle, which is a novel, innovative idea proposed by de Broglie. Therefore, a subatomic particle, when an electron is in motion, we can consider a matter wave. So under this wave, the particle will also be moving, and it is set up as a result of the disturbances produced in the matter field surrounding the particle due to the particle's motion. And also he proposed that the matter wave is not electromagnetic in nature, and if it is a wave, it should have a wavelength. And he proposed that the wavelength is lambda equal to h by p. This is the formula that he had proposed for the wavelength of the matter wave. Therefore, a material particle is associated with the matter field in the same way as the photon is associated with the electromagnetic radiation. That is, in the electromagnetic radiation, photon is associated, but in the matter wave, the particle is associated, and this is what he had proposed. And he derived this formula lambda equal to h by p also. How he had derived? First, let us consider this expression. He considered that the radiation of frequency nu that consists of photons which will have the energy h nu. So he considered a photon having energy h nu. It is considered to be a particle of mass m. So according to Einstein's mass energy relation, E equal to mc square, that will also be equal to h nu, and from here mc equal to h nu by c, and that is equation number 1. And we can also consider this radiation as a wave. If it is considered to be a wave, c will be equal to nu lambda, that is the wave motion equation. Comparing these two equations 1 and 2, we can find out that lambda will be equal to h by mc or h by p, and this is the expression for the de Broglie matter waves. And what are the consequences? According to this matter wave explained the Bose quantization of angular momentum postulate, that is L equal to nh cross, and that is the derivation that had been shown here. Similarly, the electron microscope is using the principle of matter waves, and that will study the cell structure, cross section of the cells and the bacteria. Electron diffraction studies were used to study the surface morphology, SEM and TEM. Similarly, Davison and Germer had done electron diffraction experiment. Therefore, the theory proposed by de Broglie had explained all the consequences which were developed in the earlier stages. Therefore, this is a new concept that will be very useful to you. I hope that you have understood a little bit. Thank you, viewers.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். இதே மாதிரி இன்னும் நிறைய வீடியோஸ் பார்க்கணுன்னா மறக்காமல் டார்ஜில் லேர்னிங் ஹப்பை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். அந்த பெல் ஐக்கானையும் ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுங்கள்.